Hello, and welcome to another edition of Mindful Monday. Today, I want to talk to you about the importance of asking curious questions when you feel that there may be something going on with a coworker or maybe a family or friend. What I'm talking about is when you get that gut feeling that something's going on. Maybe they seem bummed out or extra stressed or overwhelmed, and you're not quite sure what you can do to support them. I'm here to tell you that there's two things that you can really do to ask curious questions, find out some truth, and figure out additional ways to support them in their success and kind of transitioning out of that feeling of maybe feeling bummed out or overwhelmed. Number one is asking inward questions. Get curious about what may be going on with them. Do not label or judge. Don't guess. Don't try to mind read. Don't create stories for yourself on what's going on, but actually ask them curious inward questions. Inward questions are questions that sound like, can you tell me what's going on? I feel like maybe you're having a sense of being overwhelmed. Or tell me what's going on in your world. How are you doing today? So these inward questions are questions that really have them pause and reflect on what's going on inside, within themselves. Number two is asking outward questions. So once you've asked those inward questions about how are you feeling, what's going on, tell me I'm sensing a little bit of frustration or stress, then you can dive into outward questions. Well, tell me, what tools do you have in place that can support you to navigate through this? That's an example of an outward question. Another outward question may be if you have a coworker and you ask them, can you walk me through the formula or walk me through your process on navigating this conversation with this other additional coworker or with your family member that maybe is adding stress? So what tools do you have that you can lean on that can support you? Those are outward questions, looking for solutions, looking for answers. By asking these curious inward and outward questions, you're showing, number one, that you care about them and their well-being. Number two, you're showing that you are thoughtful and that you're aware of what's going on in their world and you're curious about what you can do to support them. And number three, it shows that you actually have that caring heart, that you want to be a team member or a family member or a friend that wants another person to win and succeed. And quite frankly, just by asking these curious questions that are inward and outward, it shows love and support and immediately can help support them just by being curious and calling out the elephant in the room. So this holiday and this month, as you navigate forward, if you see anyone seeming a little overwhelmed or stressed, or even yourself, get curious, ask questions, do not label and judge, and you'll be well on your way. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful week, and I will see you next Monday.